Turkeys on a limb, bass on a line. Ain't none sweeter than a strawberry wine. High in a tree, wind's looking good. Hope it comes in just like it should. It's about a time, it's what the camera shows. Here it comes in, chasing a big old doe. His tongue's hanging out, he's coming in the rain. And go to full draw, things about to change. Here at deer camp, we'll hunt all day and hope the big one don't get away. Here at deer camp, it's the woods I grew up in, hunting with all my kin. Here at deer camp, I just shot a stud, thank the good Lord up above. Here at deer camp, I know one thing for sure, I'll be behind a tree up on Coon Knob, and I can't wait for this fall to be at deer camp.
Alright, well I finally made it out here to check traps tonight. Been raining all day long, and got off work. I had to go feed some cows, so it's just about dark now. Sunday I was out here on my cousin's farm. I had some traps that wasn't really producing, kind of set up more for bobcats. One of them was set up for a coyote, one more for bobcats. And I missed an opportunity to bobcat on the one at the bluff. And anyway, I ended up Sunday, I think it was Sunday afternoon, moving some traps around. I pulled some traps and moved them. Well, I moved some further down the river bottom. There's a bluff that kind of runs down, fingers down through there. Moved one, put Tacticam camera on it. Up by his hay lot where he keeps his hay, he said he sees them come out of that holler there quite a bit. So I set one inside his hay lot, and I didn't have a camera to put on it, and or I didn't have one with me. That was Sunday, so Monday night I came down, didn't see anything on camera. Put a camera on the one in the hay lot, run my traps, nothing. I had one trap that had caught something, whatever it was, had pulled out or something. Had the ground tore up a little bit, but not terrible. So whatever it was, it pulled out. Reset it and checked all my traps, went to the house. That night, that would be what, Monday night, on my Tacticam cameras, on the camera at the hay lot, I had a coyote spook from my trap. In the picture you can kind of see him running away from it. And then the one in the river bottom, I had one come really close to the trap, smelling around, then he circled and went around it. So, getting frustrated, these coyotes are giving me fits here. And I was, I'm trying to think of what's going on with my traps. What are they smelling? Is it the dirt that I pulled from the old barn? Because I run out of my fresh dirt that I had waxed. So I got some dirt from the barn. I went to a bridge, underneath a bridge, and got some semi-dry dirt. It's been real wet winter between rains and snows, so. But anyway, I was out of dirt. So I thought, well, maybe they're smelling that. So I'm frustrated thinking, I'll just pull my traps this coming weekend and call it good. Well, then last night I catch a coyote in the trap down on the river. About 1:35 according to the game camera, I think it was. And all night there was other coyotes with him. I don't know if it was the same one, but in and out all the way till daylight there was another coyote. So I wished I'd have done a double set there. This time of year, if you're gonna set for coyotes, you probably should set two, because they're running in pairs, or if not, they'll call another coyote to them if they're very vocal. I think that'd be pretty cool to catch too. I'm just tickled with one though. I mean, this is really my first year kind of targeting coyotes. I've usually kind of stuck to bobcats. And this year I've only caught one bobcat, but I've kind of targeted coyotes more, and this is my third on this farm. So, and that's not counting if we may or may not have something in the other traps, but the better coyote traps are probably the one I've got the one in, and then the one in the hay lot. And I do have a trail set, flat set, on a four-wheeler trail that kind of heads that direction from these upper woods. And that's where I had the whatever animal pull out. I didn't have a camera on it. So these Tacticam cameras are pretty sweet. You know, you can use them for multiple things. It's been pretty cool using them for trapping, just to see the animals come up and see their reaction to a trap set. You know, but it's also frustrating because you see them come up and then leave, and you think, man, there's something wrong with my trap set. They're seeing or smelling or something's wrong. And the very next night you catch one. So, I don't know. Like I said, I am not an expert trapper in any means of the form, so I'm just out here having fun doing it. So I'm going to get my stuff. I'm going to go check these upper traps, walk and check them. It's still raining. It's been raining literally most of the night and all day long, pretty much. So I'm probably not going to pack my camera. But I'm going to go check these, and I'm going to come back and get the four-wheeler. I know where the coyote's at. He's got it tore up into a mud hole because, like I said, it's river bottom, and he's been in the trap since 1:30 this morning. It's 6 o'clock at night, so I'm going to get all my stuff because I know I'll have to take some time to reset that, and I am going to add another trap to that set. So if I do catch another coyote, at least I'll have a chance of catching a double. So, that being said, I'm going to do like most trappers. Worked all day, went and fed cows. I'm going to run my traps in the dark and do my setting in the dark. That's just kind of the way it works for most of us that have to work out and do this stuff on the side. So, it'll make for a late evening by the time I get all this stuff done, but you know, you catch some animals in your trap. To me, it's worth it. I really enjoy trapping, so we're going to get to it. So I'll get some video of this coyote, hopefully. He's probably not going to look very good. I'm sure he is absolutely covered in mud because I think he's been bedded all day long. I continue to check my phone. Kind of a curse of the cameras. But I hadn't seen him move since, I think it was 9:30 this morning. So all day long I'm sitting there checking. I'm wondering, you know, did he pull out? Did he pull my trap out? Because the river bottom, there's not, I use an earth anchor. So it kind of had me a little worried. But my camera does an automatic picture at 5:30, morning and night. And about 30 minutes ago, he was still in it. Looked like he was laying in his bed. So that put my mind at ease a little bit. So I'm going to go run these other traps, and then I'm going to head down there to him. So in the dark, as usual. Alright everybody, as you can see, my coyote's still here. Been in the mud all day. I'm not going to sit here and do a lot of filming and let the animal continue to suffer, so we're going to probably pretty quickly put him out. Looks like the fur's pretty good on this one, so I may try to do something with it, either save the pelt or whatever, but I won't know that until I get it cleaned up. Like I said, been in the mud, wallowed in the mud all day. It's raining again, so we're going to get him taken care of, and then I'll get my camera put back up because it's raining pretty good click. Don't want to get it ruined, and get this trap set and maybe make another one. Depends on how bad everything's tore up, but I'll try to at least set one back. Probably go ahead and set two here just in case. So we'll get up here and get him dispatched. Right over there is a pretty cool tool for trapping. We use them all the time for looking at deer and turkeys and whatnot, but it's a pretty good tool for running trap lines too. It's pretty awesome to see what these animals are actually doing. So made it back to the truck, got my coyote taken care of, reset the traps as best I could. I ain't kidding you. The hole where that coyote was, been in there since 1:30 this morning, and it's after 7 now. Mud, 4 inches deep. He had one whole dugout that he made a bed, and that's probably why I didn't get any pictures on his camera today. He just tucked up in the mud. Ended up being a male, a pretty good size male. Looks like he's got pretty good fur. I don't know yet. I'll have to get him all cleaned up and go from there, because he's just coated in mud. But I didn't see the mange that I seen on the 2 younger coyotes, so we'll get him back to the house and see what he looks like. Maybe do a pelt or something with him. But yeah, setting traps, running traps in the rain and after dark. Soaked to the bone. Not super cold, but with the rain it's cold enough. We got it all taken care of. All my traps have been ran. Headed to the house.
He literally ran 70 yards and he's down.
One day I'm going to film my own hunt.
Share the moments that matter. The new Tacticam 6.0.
You know all the good spots. Now you're ready to put them to use. The spring line from Whitetail Greens provides 4 supreme mixes for better, faster, and longer-lasting plots. Plant the greens. Whitetail Greens.
It's Thursday afternoon. Just got off work, come down to feed to the farm. I I pulled my traps at my cousin's farm. I think it was Monday, and I set a few over here at my farm. I had a calf that we lost. Oh, it's been a few weeks ago now, and I had a cow I lost back earlier in winter, and the coyotes have been eating on them, of course, eating on the carcasses, and I pulled my traps over at my cousin's. Decided since I was coming out here to feed every day anyway, instead of doing all this running, I just set a few traps here at my farm, and just strictly coyote traps. I trapped the farm a little bit earlier, kind of for bobcats, coyotes, a little bit of everything. But I've set 2 different sets, several traps at each set around these carcasses, and strictly straight up trying to catch more coyotes. And I caught one last night, trapped down here by where I've been feeding hay. Had like I said, a calf. Not a real big carcass for them to be eating on, but they've been eating on it pretty hard. And anyway, I set several flat sets around with some fox lure. And the first night had a lot of coyotes come through, in and out, but they were just real cautious. I don't know if they were smelling the fresh dirt from where I set the trap, whether they were smelling my trap, didn't like the fox lure, whatever. Good thing about having a camera on it, you can kind of see a little bit of the reaction to your trap set. So I don't know, the first night, like I said, there were several coyotes. I should have had one that night. They were just a little bit leery. I'm not sure why. And both sets I had coyotes at. And the next night, nothing. And we had a pretty good rain Wednesday. And then Wednesday night, about 1 o'clock into this morning, Thursday morning, I caught this coyote. So I don't know if the rain kind of helped maybe get rid of some of the scent and the dirt or whatever. But anyway, we're just about down here, and get down here and get this coyote taken care of, go on about my feeding. Like I said, I've pulled almost all my traps, just a couple trap sets, a few traps at each set. A little rough. Right along here where I've been feeding hay and stuff, it actually made for a pretty good place to set. There's the dog. Got her in one set. Looks like she's throwed it, or it has throwed at least one of my other traps. Maybe two of them, I'm not sure. Put several traps out here in the hopes of catching a double. I've got it caught in the rear foot. I do know that because I've got tons of pictures of this coyote since 1 o'clock. So let me get set up, get the camera set up, and we'll have a look at it. It's a pretty mangy looking coyote. It's not a real pretty one. But anyway, he, she, whatever, she it threw one of my other traps. And I've got another one right over there by that rock. So, like I said, I was hoping for a double. That's kind of what I've been shooting for. And with these coyotes, because they're running in pairs and stuff pretty good right now. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get her or it dispatched and see about setting up again. I don't know if you can see it, but there's scat and pee all around where she's been, or it. I keep calling it she. Around where this coyote's been, so that has really scented up this area. So we're definitely going to reset everything, and hopefully tonight have some more come through. I will show you one of the cool things that I've really enjoyed this year trapping. Right there, putting a cell phone camera. That's the Reveal X Pro camera over my traps, and it's a wide enough shot I hear I could see all three of these traps. I still check my traps every day, but it's just pretty cool to get the reaction of the animals coming in. This coyote's not super vocal, but anyway, this coyote's been in the trap for a long time, and we're gonna put it out of its misery. So well, that was a female dog. That's the first female I've caught this year. That's the 5th coyote I've caught. I've caught 4 males, 3 of those being young males, 1 older male, and now a young female. So got her dispatched, and gonna reset these 2 traps and go on about my cattle feeding. Cows are always curious every time a truck comes down. They want to know what's going on. So we'll get this all reset. May show the reset here in a second, but let me get this dog taken out of here and my pistol put away, and we'll go from there. Alright, I'm here on the mound that this coyote has destroyed, but I'm just going to show you how I do a flat set. I think I've videoed this before, but there's kind of a little hump here, and right here up on top is where I'm going to put this trap. I'm just going to kind of get rid of some of this stuff. The only bad thing about a lot of this loose stuff is that it doesn't pack as well as dirt does sometimes. because it's just soft. As you can see, it's just kind of spongy. Take some of this real fine loose stuff. Cow manure. Okay, that's kind of how I'm going to leave that. Now I'm going to set some trigger sticks. As you can see right over there on that set. You want to kind of guide them, their foot where you want them to go. So we're going to do the same here on this set. And I also do this because it helps me on these flat sets remember where I'm at with these traps. Now I'm going to get rid of some of this hay and stuff around here. Just kind of kick back the area a little bit, because you can clearly see the circle all the way around. Some people that bothers, some people it don't. But I've got a ton of material, so I'm just going to go with this. One thing I am going to do is take a little bit of herb scat and put it right here by this rock. All right, everybody, got this coyote taken care of. Young female. She's actually kind of mangy. She doesn't have real good fur. Seems like a lot of the young coyotes I've caught this year have been that way. But like I said, not a really old coyote, but a young female. Had a good catch. It was a back foot catch, but she definitely was not going anywhere. And anyway, another dog out of the area. They've been howling here about every night. Like I said before, we had lost a calf, and that's what they're doing right here in this spot. They're eating on the carcass. I got another trap I'm going to go reset. I had a possum at the other carcass, the cow carcass. I'm going to go take care of that and reset it. But I've got several traps here, so got everything reset. Hopefully more dogs will come through tonight and smell where she was caught and left her scent all over the place. So maybe we can get another one caught. Season's almost over. I think it's 5 days left in the coyote and trapping season, coyote and bobcat and whatnot. But all I've got left is a few coyote traps set out. And got a few more days. I've got cameras on both of them, which is pretty awesome, like I said before, to watch these coyotes react to your trap set. But anyway, got one more dog out of the area, and maybe save some turkeys, and who knows. Lots of predators. There's a lot of predators around. People don't even realize how many there are between the coyotes and the bobcats, and tons of coons and possums and all this stuff that break up turkey nest, catch female turkeys on the nest. They just wreak havoc. And unfortunately there's not a lot of people that hunt predators anymore. And not just predators, I'm talking coons and possums and all that stuff. Because they're all hard on turkey nest. I'm not saying that that's the sole reason we don't have near the turkeys here in Missouri, but it's definitely a factor in my opinion. But that being said, there's one less on our farm, and I'm always happy about that. So we're gonna get her out of here and go take care of our other traps.
Confidence is key, and when bow hunting, confidence can be defined by one word: accuracy. Introducing the Thorn Expandable Broadhead. Its patented hidden blade technology guarantees field point accuracy, and the patented rip tip grabs at hide and flesh, ensuring deployment and beginning the process of devastation. Its stainless steel blades render up to a massive 2.2-inch cut. For confidence and accuracy, there is only one choice: Thorn Broadheads, the world's most accurate broadhead.
Our experienced parts associates carry a full line of OEM and aftermarket parts for mowers, trailers and more. With a combined 55 years of experience, our sales department can help you from the decision-making process to solidifying the deal for years to come. Our full team of service technicians can assist with minor to major repairs, warranty claims and troubleshooting. Visit Yarbo Equipment at 9776 East State Highway 00 off I-44 in Strafford, Missouri.
This land was built on hard work, nourished from calloused hands of men that kept their nose down until the job was done. Men who beat the morning sun, leaving any excuses at the trailhead. We're the ones that don't count on luck. We're the path makers, the believers, the caretakers. Nose down is more than a brand, it's a lifestyle. Live life nose down.
Alright, well, made it down here to check my traps tonight, and the same set, same spot that I had the coyote yesterday, last night. I've got a bobcat this evening. Checking my traps here. I've got, I've got 4 traps at this carcass, basically. And like I said before, it was basically just for coyotes. Is what I was trying to catch, but they were flat sets with fox urine as a lure. And I've got a little cat. Doesn't look like a real big cat. Not a real happy cat. The more I mess around here, though, the cows are probably going to be coming down here. Medium-sized cat. Not too bad. Looks like I got another good catch on the front paw. So, yeah. One more predator out of the way. So, I'm going to dispatch this cat and reset my trap. I got a few more days here till the end of season. So, get it reset and see what happens tonight. That's 2 nights in a row right here at this spot, so we'll see what happens tonight. Alright guys, got this cat dispatched. It ended up being a young male. He's pretty good size, not super big, but male cat. He definitely did not like the trap. He was pretty snappy at me, which I can't say that I blame him, but it's been a pretty good trapping season. I got 4 days left in the trapping season. Basically trying to catch coyotes here at the end, and caught this cat in a coyote set, or what I had set for a coyote. So, but pretty good, decent time. This is my 3rd cat in the short time I've been trapping, what few traps I've had out. It's been a pretty awesome season. I've caught 3 cats, 5 coyotes, 2 foxes, 2 gray foxes, and a pile of coons, a few possums, and here on the end a few skunks. February they kind of come out and do their mating thing as well, so I have caught a few skunks on some trail sets. But caught this guy in a flat set with just some fox urine as a lure, sitting here on a calf that we happened to have lost here on the farm a few weeks ago. So the coyotes have been coming here eating on this carcass, and that's why I had traps set here. I think the cows have all moved off now, but we do have cattle in this same field as I've been trapping here on the edge of a little creek where we've been feeding hay all winter. So we started feeding hay down a little bit lower in this field. They had this stomped up pretty good. A lot of loose soil, pretty easy for setting traps. A lot of material to choose from. Cows have it sended up, and there's hay scattered around, so it's really easy to cover your trap sets. But yeah, caught this guy last night. Had a coyote the night before last, so if I don't catch another animal, it's been a great end to a season. So I probably will just go ahead and run these traps till the end of seasons. I've got my Tactacam cameras on the 2 sets that I've got out, and it's pretty cool to watch the Tactacam, watch the animals react to it. Although I did not have this, I've got that camera faced on. I can see 3 of the 4 traps here, and this cat was in the trap that I actually couldn't see. Dad was feeding cows hay this morning and told me that I had a cat, and I'm looking through pictures and not seeing anything. So, but this trap was just outside of the edge of the camera range. So, but anyway, come down and checked it, and sure enough, there he is. So, pretty cat. They're a beautiful animal, like I've said before. Bobcats are real beautiful, but they do their damage on the rest of the game in the area as well. So, anyway, I'm gonna get this guy packed up to the truck and reset my trap. Come back and reset my trap. So then I'll get out of here. I got one more set. It's got 3 traps in it. I'm gonna go check it. You can kind of see a little bit of the circle where the coyote tore up the trap set. Had him in the back foot, so he had a pretty big circle. But anyway, I've got a trap right there. One right here in the middle. Got a flat set right over here. And those are the 3 that I can see really well with the camera. But I had one sitting right here by this rock that was just outside the edge of the camera. So this bobcat didn't tear up too awful bad. Looks like he took that stick, broke it off, chewed on the end pretty good. Looked like he was able to reach it. So, or maybe not. Well, it doesn't look like he reached it, but he definitely chewed on it, on the end. So, I'm going to reset this set. I literally watched this bobcat urine right there on that rock. And it looks like feces right there, right on the rock. So that's a pretty good deal. I'm going to reset right here below the rock, so give a little working room for anything that might come in and smell that urine and feces that bobcat just left. There ain't no scent like real scent. Like I said, most of my traps are Bridger number 2s. I do have a few number 3s. But I do like the Bridger traps. I don't know, it's just what I bought when I was buying a few. And it's just kind of what I've stuck to ever since. That being said, I'm going to go check my last 3 traps and get out of here. And keep an eye on my camera tonight. It's kind of exciting having those on there. Keeps me excited about trapping, because even though you don't catch anything, you get to see what comes in and at least checks out your trap set. Sometimes that can be aggravating though, but that's all part of it. You're not going to catch every animal that comes in. I've learned that. And sometimes it takes a while to catch anything. So we're going to take and get our cat taken care of. Here in Missouri, your bobcats have to be tagged if you're going to sell the hide. And I've got some people that are wanting mounted bobcats, so I'll probably mount these 3 that I've got. And I don't know that I will keep them for myself. So in doing that, I have to have them tagged. So season's almost over. I'll contact our game warden and meet up with him and get tags for these 3 cats. So anyway, that's tonight. Set here at the traps, and hopefully tomorrow morning, tomorrow's weekend, run them in the morning probably while I'm feeding cows. But I have to drive right past here, so I will check these in the morning and hopefully have another coyote. So we'll see. Alright, we're down here feeding cows for the 3rd night in a row. I caught another coyote last night. It's the 3rd catch in 3 nights. Had a coyote, had a bobcat last night, or night before last. Caught a coyote tonight. All this has been on a carcass, a calf that we lost a few weeks ago, and decided to get some of these coyotes out of here. So knew I had him caught, had my Tacticam on this set. I've got 4 traps around this carcass, and 3 different traps have caught so far. So we're gonna go up here. I just passed him as I come down to feed the cows, and we're gonna pull up here and dispatch this coyote and reset. We got like 3 more days, 3 or 4 more days, whatever today is. It ends the 28th, so I'll probably go ahead and run these 2 sets until the end of the season. Like I said before, these are basically just coyote sets, and that's what I'm shooting for, is just get rid of a few more coyotes. So hopefully we'll have another catch. The other set I had last night had a young coyote come in, and he just didn't work. I don't know if he smelled something he didn't like. It didn't seem like he spooked out of there, but he kind of circled around one trap and was smelling the fox lure that I had out. And but anyway, he didn't step where I needed him to step. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll be back, and hopefully get at least 1 more caught. It'd be nice to catch 3 or 4 more, but kind of got several traps out at these sets, kind of hoping for a double, but it hasn't worked out. But I'll take singles all day long. So we're gonna pull up here and get this coyote out of the trap, roll on, go check the others. Even though I've got a camera on them, I'm still gonna go check them every day, and feed some more cows. I have to say, it's probably the most vocal coyote that I've caught so far. Kind of a pretty dog. Looks like he's furred out good, or she. So, a little bit bigger dog. Got a nice catch on him, mid-paw, front foot catch. So, gotta be happy with that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and dispatch him and get reset and roll on. Alright, well, it's the last day of trapping season. Come down here to pull my traps. Last night on the Tacticam I had 2 coons caught. I had 1 caught in this set and 1 caught in the other set. I haven't checked the other set, but I haven't had a lot of movement on it during the day, so I'm not sure if that coon maybe pulled out. Couldn't tell how well I had him caught. Get down here to get this coon, and I still got him, but unfortunately he is already gone. Had a lot of pictures of the cows. Like I said, this is where we're feeding the cows for the winter, and earlier I had pictures of a lot of cows were up here smelling this coon, so I'm not sure if he got stepped on or or what, but he's dead in the trap now, so I'm going to get him out. I'm going to pull these traps. I got 4 set here, pull my cameras, and head on to the next one. Pull the traps over there, see if that coon's still in it, whether he's just laying tight or whether he actually got out. But it's been a pretty good trapping season. For me, I generally don't start till after deer season, so middle of January, middle to 3rd week of January. I think my numbers are 26 coons, 6 possums, 5 skunks, 6 coyotes, and 3 bobcats, and 2 gray foxes. So pretty tickled with it. Learned a lot. I put my Tacticam on some trap sets this year just to see the reaction of some of the animals coming to my trap sets, and you learn a lot doing that. Kind of makes you think one night you'll have a coyote come into your trap set and he's either smelling something that he don't like but he didn't commit. And then the next night you'll catch one. So like I said, I'm not a I'm not a professional in any means. I'm just learning as I go. I watch a lot of videos and learn from people that are far better trappers than I am. But I'm pretty tickled with my season this year. So I'm going to get these pulled and get out of here. It's a beautiful evening, March 28th, last day. Peepers are peeping. Turkeys will be gobbling here before long. I think we got one more cold snap coming the end of this week, and hopefully that'll be it. It'll be warming up. Things are trying to green up. Grass is trying to grow. If the weather would just cooperate with us, it'll be springtime before we know it. So got a lot of stuff to do to get ready for turkey season, and that's next on my list. That's next season, next hunts. Might throw in a little bit of coyote hunting between now and then, because I know there's still a bunch of coyotes around here, so may do some calling. So yeah, I'm gonna get these pulled and get out of here.